Hi, my loves. Welcome to my channel. It's your girl B, my the actress. Welcome to Born to Be Free. If you've been with me since I started my journey here on the continent, thank you all so much for your love and your support. If you are new, welcome, welcome. Guys, so today would just mostly be an update of everything that's just been transpiring. So the family that was directly parallel to my place is no longer there. They're gone. Interesting thing is, before they left, the father kept trying to give me a hug in front of everybody. Oh, he's so beautiful. Can you give me a hug? If I knew how to speak in codes, like if I explained some of the things like this dude and his family has done to me, like you would have been like, B, don't just leave till they leave. But yeah, he was trying to get a hug. Even one time I came home, I think that was his last day. He was standing in front of my place, and I was like, you know what, just go through the back door. I'm not trying to deal with you. I went through the back door and so forth. So yep, they are gone now. What happened recently? Yesterday, the girl that I've been dealing with and her team decided to call the police on me. Apparently, because they said that I am rude. She's very rude. She's disrespectful. I'm not rude. Like, I mind my business. I can stay in my own space with no problem. But they decided to call the police on me because I refused to let them in my place. Okay. Now, let's go back a little, right? So you guys know from other content, and I think it's the one titled Boundaries. I'd explain, and not even just boundaries. Other content I explain about. I talked about the things that needs to be fixed in the place. Just mainly the doors. Like the place is nice. I love my place, but the doors don't have like the safety like that latchet. Is it latchet? The part, the little silver metal part that holds everything secured. The doors doesn't. None of the doors, I think, with the exception of one, has like the latch and stuff on there. And to be honest, I'm grateful that Liberia is very safe and that my community is very safe. And also I'm grateful to my bloodline, that nothing has happened. But yeah, like the doors don't have like the proper security, secure. It's not properly secure, whatever. So I've been dealing with that. And then also about 2 months into living into my place, I noticed that there was this little dust falling from the roof inside of the other room. Um, and I showed her. I said, "What is this? Like, where's it coming from?" Oh, sometimes the houses do that. We'll fix it. Okay, whatever. I just wanted to know what it was. And then, just one or two spots in the living room also started falling. And the reason why I showed her was because I was in the process of, getting my furnitures, um, especially for the living room and so forth. So yeah, so that's been over like a month and a half. Nothing happened. Last week when the guy and his family moved out, they started fixing stuff. Apparently, there was like severe damage in the place, or damages and stuff in the place, so they were fixing whatever. Um, so I heard a lot of like noise and stuff, so I came to chat with them, and she was like, "Oh yeah, we coming to fix your place." It's approaching 6 months since I've been living in my place. Is approaching 6 months, but she said they were gonna come and fix the place. The things that needed to be fixed. So I was like, okay, so what exactly are you about to be fixed? Because in Africa, you have to ask specific questions, and with this particular individual that I'm dealing with, you have to ask specific questions because half of the times, like, I don't know, like whatever she be saying. Usually, I have to talk to the guy to make sure things make sense, and to make sure we are all on the same page. But she was like, "Yeah, we'll come and fix the place. We'll go in the attic and then go to whatever. Go in the attic. So you're not fixing the door. So when are you guys gonna come fix the doors?" Oh, Saturday. So I felt like she was just throwing, days and times and stuff out there just because I was asking specific questions. So I was like, "Oh, that's interesting. You guys want to come?" So I was like, "When do you plan on coming?" And she was like, "Monday." I was like, "Oh, interesting too. Mondays is a full moon. Full moon energies are always very intense. Even 2 or 3 days afterwards, the energies are still like extremely, extremely intense." So I was like, "Okay, can you guys come a day later? Can you come Tuesday?" They're like, "Okay, yeah, we'll come Tuesday." So I was like, "You're gonna have everything, right? For like everything you need." "Oh, we'll come see it first." So everything didn't really sit too well with me because she knows what the place looked like. Um, when I got my furnitures, I don't understand. Like, she was mad excited. Not that I invited her in, but she saw me when I was bringing the stuff. And, "Oh, it look nice, big fridge." She was mad excited, you know. So I was like, "Okay, whatever." Um, so everything didn't sit too well with me. Um, especially with everything she was telling me. So when the date approached, there's this other guy that's here that supposedly is supposed to be, he's one of the guy that was building the fence around the place. But he's always in my face, always trying to get in my business. Like, he wants to be known. Like, I don't know. Like, he's just always around in Beatrice's face. But I just noticed that he was the main person telling me, "Oh, it's time for Beatrice. It's time to fix your stuff." I'm like, "I don't have any business, with you." Like, I didn't even respond to him when he said it was time. He kept like I was watching the other guys cut down the palm tree. Not the tree, but cut down the palm and stuff. Cook some palm butter. I was trying to get my own, and he was just there like, "Beatrice, I'm telling you, they're ready, but I have no business with you. You and I wouldn't agree on anything. I'm not acquiescing to anything. So the girl comes and tells me, "B, like, we're ready." Like, it's like 4 or 5 people. The kitchen is very small. Like, the living room is very spacious. The kitchen is very small. So I was like, "What?" It didn't really sit too well with me. Now, let's rewind a little. Uh, Probably like last week, no, like 2 to 3 weeks ago, they've been having money issues or whatever with people, workers and stuff getting paid. Um, Even to the point that that guy that likes to be in my face, that's technically says he's one of the workers, she gave him 400 Liberty to buy food for everyone, and he only bought 200 Liberty worth of food. And it was a big argument, and they kept talking about it. They kept arguing. And then my slippers recently, they stole like these slippers that I have. Like, they're not like regular slippers. They're like these rubber slippers that are trending. Like, they're very fluffy. They're trending. Like, everyone has them. Apparently, what did you say? Can't say it in the content. Can't say it. Can't show face. Can't show face. So apparently, yeah, they took that. So it's just been one or two, a couple of things with money and different stuff, and people arguing. They stole my slippers. So all of that. Even when I got my stuff, few people had said, take care of your stuff, make sure things are secure. Why you want to force out of office? Why you want to do that one? Go off. Go off. Don't start. This is not your compound. Don't start. Um. So yeah, when I got my stuff, they were just like, um, Yeah, take care of yourself. Don't have, too many people in your place. You get nice stuff, your stuff, fine. I listen when people talk. They don't have to say too much. So, and I noticed like this guy, he's been trying to like get into my place. Like, been trying to see things. He's always in the back. Like when I'm in the back, like he's always around me and stuff. So I didn't feel too secure. So when she came and said that, they were ready, I was like, I'm going inside. I went inside. I closed my door, I locked everything, and I guess that pissed them off. They said I was rude, I was disrespectful, and that yeah, so we were sure. So then they went and called the police. So when the police came, because they kept banging on the door, and initially at first, because everything for me at that point was more so safety, um, I didn't really at first I didn't think that was an actual officer, but then when I went back and listened to like everything, the content that I captured, and I thought back on everything he said, the officer had said to them, instead of banging on her door, like knocking on the door, once you call the girl and tell her to come outside. And they said, "Oh, we don't have her number." And he was like, "You doing business with somebody, you don't have the number." So then that's when it went around again. He asked him, he said, "Are you sure she's in there?" And it was like, "Yeah, we saw her, go inside." So that's when they came through the back door, and the officer pushed the door open just a little to see if someone was in there. And then I came. When he saw me, I was trying to close the door, and he was like, "No, come outside and tell me your side of the story." And I was just like, "No, just like not today," and so forth. And one of them was actually trying to push their way through, like they should come inside, and he said, "You can't do that. You can't enter the property. If she doesn't want to come outside and talk, you can forcefully enter the property by law." Because she didn't do anything. So that's pretty much what happened. I closed the door, and I went and sat there till later on. I came outside and decided to cook my food. And that's what happened. And he just kept trying to start problems with me. He kept these women came out of the blue, call, knocking. He called them. Apparently they're looking for jobs, and then he come like I was on my way outside anyways, so I heard the entire conversation, and then I came out, and he was like, "Oh, go ask her for a job." And I was like, "I don't talk to you, like you always like starting stuff, please stop trying to get close to me and stuff." And then he said, "See, that's a preview of like who she is, because he not tell him a bunch of other stuff." And then based on my reaction, he made it seem like I'm a problematic person. But in reality, I don't talk to him. I don't know him. Technically, he's supposed to be working on a property, but he's always trying to get close to me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I know a lot of you always asking, am I safe here? Am I secure? I'm always safe. Like my content and stuff, like I will keep posting and updating you all about different things that are going on here, because I have family in the States. I have family in different parts of Africa that want to see exactly, how I'm doing, especially with living in Congo Town and so forth by myself. And, most of my family are in Nimba, and like my grandmother and stuff, she's in Painesville. But not everything, you don't put your family inside, because every little thing, it would be a huge argument. Yeah. Like real women and get chest. Not just the women, the men too, but like real women and you could go from 0 to 100. And it's so yeah, my content is not really a reflection of the entire nation. Like another example, like right now I get free current, I get free electricity. Remember I told you in the past that this same girl brought ECG and was trying to cut my electricity. ECG was the one that said we're not cutting her electricity, we can't do that to her. um And they were over there making little jokes. You want to cut, you go cut off anybody? You got from anybody? You want us to do what? I'm just kidding. It wasn't really like that. But ECG made sure that I was okay. They were very professional. I know I like to make little jokes, but the whole Nimbakante stuff is because we had chatted for a little while. Just getting to know each other, seeing where I was from and so forth. And, they were asking me one or two things in Geo. And they're the one that made sure that my electricity wasn't just cut without giving me anything. So since I've been here, I haven't paid for electricity. I don't think I'll be paying for electricity anytime soon. We do have current. When it decides to say current is here, I have a lot of electricity. I have a lot of current, but current be going. But yeah, so I'm just saying all of that to say I my everything that's going on is with specific individuals. And when they try to get other involved, it's always like, though they always stop them in their tracks. So it's not like Beatrice is here struggling, suffering with no help or anything like that. I'm not struggling, I'm not suffering. It was just interesting that I heard from Nima Kante, I'm a born like you wouldn't call the police on me. But I guess I'm saying it this way because I don't know, it's just weird to know that someone will call police on you because you won't let them in your place. It has nothing to do with me being from Nimba or being from Liberia. It's just weird, because I am a law abiding citizen. Okay? But anyways, I plan on going visit Mr. Officer. Little give, go tell him say I'm Ruth. Got my family in my country, all of them. They're in a force, they're serving. So I don't want anyone, especially when it comes to like law enforcement, I don't want them to think disrespectful or anything like that. But I think he understood where I was coming from. For like people against one, like you always have a bunch of people around trying to do stuff. You can't do anything by yourself. You go call different people. It's always something going on. But yeah, in a nutshell, I'm good.